This video is about the 2025 D'Angelico Premier DC and how it completely shattered a common stereotype that I have about where guitars are made. The story began a few months ago on a night where I just could not fall asleep, so I did the only reasonable thing at 3 o'clock in the morning. I opened up my phone and I started browsing around for used gear. Happy I did though, because I found this guitar. This is a D'Angelico Premier Mini DC. This is a 2022 model. I love the Fiesta Red, and when I got it, I was really blown away. I was like, wow, considering what I paid for this thing, it was under 400 bucks. I thought it was fantastic, and it got me interested in wanting to try out the better model, which is the Excel series. And as you can see, I have one of those now, and I absolutely love it. But immediately after playing the guitars back to back, it reinforced the stereotype that I had. The Indonesian guitars, as great as they are, I know they're really accessible to a lot of people. The Korean ones, the Japanese ones, and the American ones, to me, they're always just going to be a little bit better. Fast forward now to a few weeks ago. I was talking to D'Angelico, and they asked me if I'd be interested in checking out one of their new versions of the Premier series, except not the mini one, because I already have this one. They wanted me to check out the full-size DC, and I said, absolutely. And he was really excited about the 2025 models and wanted to hear my feedback, because they didn't just change a few specs on the guitars, they actually changed the factory that's making them. And this is where things got a little bit interesting once I received the box. So the guitar shows up, the box says made in Korea on the side, but I look at the top and it says the model number and made in Indonesia, which made a lot of sense to me because this is, after all, the Premier line, not the Excel line. It wasn't until I took the guitar out of the box and actually sat with it and I played it that I thought maybe they made a mistake. If they had told me that this guitar was made in Korea and they accidentally put the Premier label on it, I would have believed them, to the point where I actually sent this email to the representative because I just couldn't believe that this guitar was made in Indonesia. And this was the response I got. On top of moving production to a new factory, they changed some of the specs on the guitar as well. It now comes with a walnut fingerboard on it. You get the same knobs that you're going to get on the Excel series. These are ebony in the Art Deco style. And you have a new set of custom D'Angelico humbuckers on this model. Let's hear how the guitar sounds in a variety of different applications. There's always one part of the guitar that concerns me whenever I see an affordable semi-hollow body instrument in particular: the pickups and the electronics. Because swapping these out compared to swapping them out on a different style of guitar like a Telecaster, a Jazzmaster, a Strat, it's not as straightforward because you have no rear access. You got to do it all through the hole. So getting it right from the factory is extremely important. The fact that this guitar is $699 at the time of filming this, and these pickups sound and respond as well as they do, is kind of ridiculous, honestly. Because when we had a lot of gain on, well, a moderate amount of gain, using the Origin Effects Halcyon Blue, we were on the bridge pickup, we were rocking. I left the pedal on, I switched it to the middle position, and it just cleaned up absolutely beautifully, just like a high quality set of pickups is expected to do so. And the fact that that's included with this guitar on top of it just feeling so good, because that's the thing that's like really hard to kind of translate over from me filming the video to you watching the video, is in the room, if you could play this guitar, the Excel and the original Premier back to back to back, you would feel like this one and that one are almost like brother and sister. And I'm not saying that to slight the Premier Mini DC that I have, because that's a pretty good guitar in its own right, but it's noticeable. It really is noticeable when you play them all back to back that this is a really, really step up. And what that tells me about D'Angelico is they're a brand that is constantly trying to improve their product. They're not just resting on their laurels. They want to give the customer the best value that they can for their money across the board. And with this guitar, I think they've absolutely hit a home run with it. I want to end today's video by giving you a challenge here. Believe it or not, I'm just as, if not more, skeptical than you are when it comes to people reviewing gear on the internet. So what I would like you to try to do is get one of these in your hands and try it for yourself. If you have one of the older models, play it back to back. Bring it to the store. See if they have one of these new models in stock and really make your own judgment, because you might be shocked. If you don't have access to a local store, there are amazing places around the world, such as Tolman if you're in Europe, or Zounds if you're in the United States of America, that have a return policy. And if it doesn't work out for you, you can at least know that you gave it your own shot, because you might just fall in love and you might be really, really surprised like I was. Before I get going for the day, I want to show my gratitude to the people at D'Angelico Guitars for making this video possible and providing me with this fine instrument to keep. You guys are amazing, and Justin in particular, you're a really solid dude. Thank you also to every one of you that watches these videos, and I say that not tongue-in-cheek, I really mean it, because I've been doing this for almost 6 years at this point, and without you guys clicking on the videos, commenting, and showing support, this wouldn't be possible. This just wouldn't happen. So I'm really grateful to you as well. If you have any questions, comments, and or concerns, feel free to use the comments section. Affiliate links if you want to check out one of these guitars, Zounds or Tolman, depending on where you are in the world. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy, everybody.